What's up, everybody? John Arbiter here. Today I got round two or match two of the best of five series between Kimo and Grass. Kimo is in the blue color playing as Kronos, and we got Grass in the red color playing as Gaia. We are on the map Alfheim. I'm not quite sure who is favored in this matchup. I feel like this map is very nice and defensive, so you'd think Gaia would have an advantage here, but if you can pull off a very early kind of crush into two town center or something like of that nature, I think that'd be great. To be honest, I'm not super familiar with Atlantean mirrors because I don't play much Atlantean myself, so I'm usually just playing against Atlantean. So I'm kind of interested to see how this plays out. I'm going to be doing more of a play-by-play here rather than strategy because I'm not too familiar. I'm a little bit familiar with Kronos, and I'm familiar with Gaia as well in some ways, but I haven't played any games with Kronos yet, so definitely not too familiar. I've only played a little bit with Gaia. But Gaia usually just kind of wants to sit back, enjoy those eco buffs where you get cheaper eco upgrades and you can get the next tier before your opponent, which is super nice. Well, Kronos is usually going to go for a little bit more aggro early on, I'm assuming. But yeah, I'm not too sure who would be favored here. Some people in my chat are saying Kronos is favored, so I'll trust them. So we'll see if Kimo can pull that off. Let's see the map for both players. Let's see the relics first. We got this one. This is it's hard to pronounce. Roof's favor cost to 0 for fortresses. That's pretty solid. This one's decent. Adds 8 to line of sight. Villagers are cheaper. That's pretty good actually for Atlantean. You get minus 15% wood, minus 15% food. That's pretty good. And then if you have two towns there, it's actually really solid. This one's a decent relic as well. Just you get like 9 monkeys or something. I think it's like 6 or 9. Very strong. See if any of those players opt for those. Usually relics aren't such a big factor, but it's always fun to just go over them while both players are just doing their build orders. Nothing too crazy happening right now. What's super strong about Gaia, which a lot of people forget, is that you spawn in with 2 hero villagers or hero citizens, so you're immediately just ahead automatically. It's very strong. Deconstruction being casted down by Kimo. Immediately going to be rebuilt by Grass. Really all that was lost there is some idle time. You have to think about while you're building this temple, you're losing resources, right? Because this villager is basically idle. You get all your resources back for deconstructed buildings if you didn't know. Other than the fact of building the temple again, like I just said. Looks like Grass is going through Oceanus. Going to have access to the Claydra. Very strong unit. Looks like Prometheus was the god of choice for Kimo. Looks like Kimo is going for a second town center here. Kimo loves second town center plays, man, and he's very strong. Very hard to beat. He's going to cast... So if you're wondering why he is time shifting this manor, for every manor you have close in this little circle right here, you get 25% more build speed. It's a very, very good buff for Kronos. As you can see right here, buildings are constructed 25% faster for a nearby mirror. Very strong. Grass is going to be casting a Carnivora, but it looks like Kimo's going to be able to easily deal with that. Has a Hero Oracle and 2 Prometheans to kind of slap that Carnivora away. But yeah, this is not what I expected from the Kronos player. I did expect kind of like a 1 TC aggro playbook from Kronos, or from Kimo in this matchup, but it looks like Kimo just loves his 2 TC play. And fair enough, he is one of the best defensive players in Age Mythology. He's always notoriously known as Raw and how unbreakable his 2 TC Raw has been. But he can play other gods at a very, very high level as well, as being showcased in this tournament. Some harassment up top. Going to pick off these oracles. Very smart play by Grass just to check all the corners of the map. Just kill all these annoying oracles that give amazing line of sight, but also they give favor, of course. You have to think of the oracle like not just like a scout, right? It's basically a villager because it's gathering favor. So you really need to keep those units alive. Looks like Grass is trying to grab a town center as well, but this is a very late TC. Some Terma trades going on here. These Prometheans are really, really good at picking off these Terma because they're so fast.
Burek.
Terma just checking out the top side of the map. Going to be denying this gold mine from Grass. Grass really doesn't have that good of gold mines. This gold mine right here is not good. This tree line is kind of blocking it. This town center doesn't secure it at all. You might get a Vil pick here if Kimo's paying attention, but it looks like he's not going to be getting that. Going to be able to repair this. Look how strong the repair rate is in this game. Especially a hero citizen. He has 4 Promethean offspring. He has 6 monkeys. He has a bunch of Terma, and it's not getting knocked down. Repair rate in this game is super, super strong, especially with citizens, and even more so with a hero citizen. Some harassment going to be happening right here on this gold mine. Well played by Kimo.
Burek.
Terma are going to run down to this side of the map, check out this gold mine as well. Might get a Vil pick. Oh! It heals the wall on Lush. It's fine. God, look at the hero citizen just shank down the Prometheans. Kimo's going to check out down here and realize Grass is not on this gold mine. He's only on this one and he's up here a little bit. Probably should just leave an Oracle. Yeah, he's going to leave an Oracle like right here just to make sure that Grass isn't mining this. A lot of military barracks being thrown down for Grass here. Thea comes through for Grass. And we have Hyperion coming through currently. It's about 30 more seconds.
Burek. Here, Joes.
I mean, right now, look at the Vil advantage. 76 to 56. I'm assuming Gaia has more eco upgrades currently right now, but that's definitely not by much. Only pickaxe, bone saw, 1 hero citizen pick. Great play with the Terma. Kimo's opting just for pure Terma, and it's very hard to counter. The only real counter that Gaia can do here is the Comtarius, because Catapulti just can't catch up to them. Comtarius are going to be a must here. Hyperion finally comes through for Kimo. God, this fill gap is huge right now. Let's see the eco upgrades, though. Like I said, this is a great relic as well. Very underrated. System of Bast. Very strong. Minus 15% for food and wood for citizens. Pretty solid. It's only 73 food, 13 wood for 2 town centers. So that adds up. It's not bad.
Skopos.
Terma checking out the top side of the map. 2 Satyr coming through. Remember, Cronus gets the passive buff where you get 2 myth units per age up. So it's very, very strong. Immediately have 2 Satyrs in your army. Very hard to deal with right away. Especially if the Terma can just micro onto heroes. There's not much answer to this. Here comes all the Comtarius, but there is a handful of Catapulti here. This army is just way too much for Grass here. The Catapulti are going to completely dismantle the Comtarius. I think Kimo's just going to flood on this town center. He wants to take a fight. He can cast Chaos at any point. Here comes the Chaos. Here comes the Carnivore. This is a huge fight. This is probably for the game. Kimo's just going to pick off the Carnivore first and then kill off all the Comtarius with the Catapulti. All the Comtarius are kind of boxed in this corner. There's nowhere to run. The Catapulti are falling pretty quickly, actually, the Town Center Fire and the Stymphalian Bird. So it's going to be very close. The Stater is picking off citizens left, right, and center. Here we go. This might be the game. Gaia Tree's being casted down to block off this position. There's a lot of idle villagers here. Hero Catapulti trying to work on these Comtarius. This is just terrible for Grass right now. There's so much idle eco, so many lost villagers. Look at the eco difference. 94 to 60 vills. It's not looking good for Grass right now. Grass is going on the top side, but he is getting denied as well. He has no gold. He is currently gold starved. And Kimo's opting to start mining the forward gold mines just to get rid of him, just in case he gets pushed back. Very smart play. But right now, Kimo is in firm control of this game. He is in the driver's seat. It looks like Grass is trying to throw down a palace to secure this position on the top side. He really needs a gold mine badly. He's trying to get this one and this one, but right now he can just not secure a position. Kimo needs to make sure he keeps putting pressure on the top side of the map to deny this. This palace will be going up in time, so the Comtarius will not be able to deny this. Grass can secure this position, potentially, but not really. Look how huge this army is. He could just flood this endlessly. Another palace coming down to really solidify this position, but I still don't think that's going to be enough. This palace is going to be taken down, deconstruction casted onto the palace. Construction is so strong. Look at the hero citizens fighting for their lives to repair the palace, and it's just not going down. Oh my goodness. It's refusing to go down with the repair rate. He needs to start picking off those villagers to make sure it goes down. Look at that micro from Grass to keep this one alive. It's just not going down. Look at that repair rate. He needs to micro the Catapulti or the Terma onto the hero citizens, or the citizens to get them off. It just refuses to go down. It's actually repairing at this rate, but he's losing so many resources to repair it. Here comes the villagers on the bottom side of the map to grab this gold mine now. Grass is in a lot of trouble here. A lot of citizens falling. Grass is grabbing this gold mine down here, but Kimo knows about it, and Kimo is on 3 town centers, and Grass just calls it. Well played by Kimo. This was a very interesting game. I did not expect this at all. It was the opposite of what I expected. I thought Kronos was going to be kind of applying really, really early pressure into 1 TC, and Gaia was trying to going to go for a 2 town center play, but it just didn't go like that at all. Kimo opted for a very, very fast second TC, utilizing his buff with the manners to really get this town center up insanely quickly. And from there, Grass just didn't know what to do. He was confused, I guess, that Kimo went for the 2 TC play because he got a really, really late second TC, as you can see right here. This is very late. This is game-changing. He went for 518. The town center was constructed at 518 for Kimo compared to 730 for Grass. So it's a huge difference. You get so many more citizens early. And then on top of that, Kimo was applying pressure from like right away. I think Grass just was assuming that this game was just going to go differently. But anyways, that was a great game. Well played to both players. Well played to Kimo. On to the next match. The score is now 2-1, I believe. Or 2-0? I'm not sure. I might be wrong with on a 2-0. I think they might have played already 3 games. I would have to check. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe on YouTube. And if you're on Twitch, make sure to follow. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.